எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். Thank you so much and namaste. Hello to everyone, to all the beautiful souls who are watching this and who are listening to these, all the great masters and all the great wisdom and experience and knowledge each and every master has to offer. Thank you and gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. So today I'm here to talk about physical health, emotional health, and mental health. And I'll be speaking in English because I do not know Tamil. So to introduce, as I've already introduced, my name is Parinita, and I have come up with a beautiful subject for emotional health, physical health, and mental health. So without any delay, let's just go into the subject wherein I'll be talking about these three things, which are very, 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 very important for us in our life. Okay, so I would like to talk about integration of bodies, which are physical, emotional, and mental. So we have to live holistically, and we can live holistically by healing our physical body, emotional body, and the mental body. And holistic living, happiness, and health are related not only to our physical existence, but also to our emotional and mental existence. And we must be happy and healthy, not only physically, but also emotionally and mentally. So first, let's talk about physical vehicle. And physical vehicle must demonstrate 11 signs of health over here. And if you have these 11 signs, you're physically happy and healthy, and you're living a holistic life. So let's start now by reading and studying what are these 11 signs of physical health, which tell you that yes, you are physically healthy. The first one is that you have energy, and your energy level is stable. It is a good sign when you work harder and notice that instead of losing energy, you gain energy. This means that as you work harder, your etheric reservoirs open and pump energy to your muscles. And this is what it is. The first sign that is that you have energy, a lots of energy, whether it be your energy from your inspirations or your own physical energy. And the second sign that you're physically healthy is that you have no pain. Pain is an indication or a warning that something is going wrong in your body, and pain is a warning that is the warning of your physical elemental. And people must listen to these warnings and take care of their bodies really well. And the third one is you do not smell. You must be really, wondering what is this smell all about. So if you have bad breath, or if you smell bad, it means that there are things going on wrong in your glands, in your digestion, in your lymphatic system, and so on. Find the cause and eliminate it if you want to be happy. And every human being must radiate fragrance. Every human being is a flower. If you're really healthy in your threefold personality and fused with the light of your soul, you must smell like a flower. So man is naturally fragrant. So if your physical body is healthy, then your body will emit fragrance, and that's a sign of good physical health. And fragrance is a sign of integrity, rhythm, and harmony. So that is the indication of fragrance. The fourth one is that you like to work. You really like to work, and you enjoy working if you're healthy. But if you're not healthy, you want to relax and be lazy and apathetic. And when you awaken in the morning, you must feel joyful, happy, and anxious to work and run. Your laziness and apathy can come from emotional or mental causes. It does not matter what the causes are. You must find them and release the energy in your system. When your body is healthy, the will to act and do operates in you. A healthy body wants to work because work gives it release. And the fifth point is you like to study. When you're healthy, you like to study. The brain is the switchboard of the body. And if the body is healthy, the mind enjoys keeping that switchboard busy, learning, creating, building, and collecting information. When the brain is healthy, the mind tries to ask questions and find answers. And then a healthy person is all interest in all fields of study. Then you sleep well. This is a great sign of healthiness. Your sleep reflects not only the health of your body, but also the health of your emotional and mentally, also about your emotional and mental bodies. So you sleep well when you are physically healthy. When you sleep well, you're physically healthy. If you cannot sleep well, that means something is wrong with your physical system, physical element. And sleep is very important, and one cannot go into deeper sleep if his relation with the principles of beauty, goodness, righteousness, joy, freedom, striving, and sacrificial service is not firmly established. So if one's consciousness is focused on emotional objects, he will find himself on the emotional plane when he goes to sleep. If one's consciousness is focused on the mental plane, he will penetrate into the mental plane. So the same is true on all the planes. So thus the whole journey of a human being is a process of awakening into higher planes. A great one is one who in his physical plane consciousness is awake on the mental, intuitional, and higher planes. Thus, sleep changes its meaning. Instead of being an entrance into unconsciousness, it becomes a door leading to bright awareness. The next physical aspect is that you are a relaxed person, a calm person, and a balanced person. This does not mean that he has no spirit of tension, striving, and daring, but in all his tension, he has serenity, calmness, and tranquility. So a relaxed person does not fall into confusion. He does not panic. He measures rightly. He judges rightly. And he takes right action. A relaxed person is a patient person, a person who first observes, thinks, and then acts. Try to work, watch, read, write, and labor in a relaxed way. The next one is an urge to run or dance or do some physical activity. If you're healthy, you're always wanting to, want to run or to dance. This is very natural for healthy people. Dancing and running are the best exercises for your whole system. And if you do not have the urge to run or dance, it means your body is not up to date. And you have various complications in your emotional or mental bodies. The ninth sign that you have a good physical body is having a good appetite. Now, what is a good appetite? That you eat well, you like to drink water and it tastes good. Your digestion is perfect and your elimination is regular. And then digestion is not only related to your stomach, but also to the condition of your solar plexus, to the condition of certain glands, to your emotions, to your thoughts, and even to your motives and decisions. And the next one is after a good appetite, there should be regular elimination. So a healthy person has regular elimination. He moves his bowels at least twice daily and urinates at least every 2 hours. If this is not so, the person is not completely healthy. It is a sign that something is not perfect somewhere in his system. Regularity is a very important sign of health, and good elimination brings greater health and greater happiness. And the 11th one, the final one, is that a healthy person has color in his or her face and sparkle in his eyes. Color is the sign that your circulation is good and your oxygen supply is good. And those who overuse themselves, who live in unhealthy conditions, or who are involved in unhealthy behavior do not have color in their faces and sparks in their eyes. Healthy people, happy, healthy, and holistic people are full of goodwill, beauty, and vitality. Then we come to the emotional vehicle. We think of astral body as being separate and emotional body being separate, but they're actually the same. Astral body is the emotional body. So the emotional vehicle is an organized vehicle and it has many clear signs of health. We must remember that as the physical body can have many kinds of diseases, similarly, there are many kinds of possible diseases in the emotional body. So we need to be emotionally healthy and get rid of all the unnecessary stuff from our emotional body and fill itself with the necessary stuff. And if your emotional body is healthy, you will demonstrate the following signs. Now, what are the following signs? You will have positive imagination. Your imagination will be positive. Imagination is connected with the emotional body and the nervous system. When your emotional body is not healthy, you imagine negative things. You exaggerate things in their negative aspects to such a degree that you become the first victim of your own negative imagination. And it is possible to heal your astral body by exercising or practicing positive imagination. So charge your imagination with hope, vision, and success. The next one to be emotionally healthy is that a person does not hate. If you're full of hate and cannot forgive and forget, you might consider yourself as falling prey of this disease, and you will not only make your own life miserable, but the lives of others too. So please get rid of hatred from your life, let go of everything, and heal your emotional body from everything that is related to hate. Hate will not take us anywhere, and we need to let go of this hate towards anything or anybody. So make your emotional body healthy and get rid of this hate that we have. And the third one is jealousy. An emotionally healthy person has no jealousy at all. He rejoices for the beauty and success of others, and he feels one with them. An emotionally healthy person rejoices for the success of other people more than for his own success. And jealous people gradually fall into the trap of various things because jealousy consumes phosphorus, magnesium, and iron in the body. So immediately when you feel that pull of jealousy within you, try to bless that person and identify yourself with him. Be one with the other person. So because we are all this one self that we are. And this is how we heal our emotional body, by taking this negative aspect of our emotional body. And the fourth thing is, one who is considered emotionally healthy, if he does not attack objects or persons, they all they create all negative things and everything, because they imagine something, and sometimes they do it out of no reason at all. So such people have unhappy relationships, unhappy families, and unhappy bodies. Emotional disturbances take time to come slowly to the surface of the physical body in the form of many diseases. So this is the fourth sign of an emotionally healthy body, that the person does not attack objects or persons. And the fifth one is, if you're healthy emotionally, you never become depressed. A healthy emotional body always feels happy. Depression manifests first in the emotional body, but its cause can be rooted in the physical and mental bodies. One must find the cause and eliminate it before it spreads its roots. And then we come to the sixth one. An emotionally healthy person does not become mechanically excited. So I can give an example regarding becoming mechanically excited, that there was a big lecture being held at a big hotel in a city, or in a big city, where there were almost 500 people present. As the lecturer was speaking, 3 young boys entered and began to shout, curse, and make various noises. The lecturer was not disturbed. He smiled and told them gently to leave the hall. They disappeared, and he continued his speech as if nothing had happened. So people can control you if they can upset you or excite you. So it is known that any disturbances in any vehicle make the owner lose his control over the vehicle. Any vehicle can be controlled if it is healthy and stable. The next point is that if you're emotionally healthy, you will not nourish envy. So envy is like an air pocket in your emotional body, and we should not nourish envy either in yourself or in others. So that is when you become emotionally healthy. And the next one is irritation. If you're emotionally healthy, irritation cannot penetrate into your body. People cannot irritate you and try to control you through irritation. So irritation is a sign that your astral centers are not balanced and synchronized, and that they're transmitting more energy than your body can use. So this is a sign of an emotionally healthy body. Then the next one is that if your emotional body is healthy, you're always calm. Even in daring conditions, you do not lose your tranquility. So because of their agitated astral condition, many people try to live in continuous excitement. They try by all means to upset you and excite you so that they increase their own excitement and turbulence. But an emotionally healthy person watches such people and does not lose his tranquility. So that is one real good sign of an emotionally healthy body. The next one is, if the emotional healthy body is healthy, you breathe deeply. Deep breathing is a sign of emotional health. Daily, stop and check your breathing. If it is superficial or shallow, there is something wrong in your emotional body. So breathing burns away physical pollution and also astral and mental pollution. If you do not breathe deeply, the pollution increases in your system. So watch your breath. How are you breathing? Try to catch yourself breathing shallowly or very slowly. Do sometimes, you should take deep breaths so that you have a healthy emotional body. And the next one is, you're not subject to nightmares. If a person has a healthy emotional body, he's not subject to nightmares. Nightmares are signs that there are disturbances, sicknesses, and turbulences in your astral body. And what do nightmares warn you to check? They warn you to check your physical contact, your emotional behavior, your environment, and the things that you're reading, watching, or listening to. So if these things are not in good order, sooner or later, you'll be caught in emotional disturbance, which will manifest as nightmares. The next one is, you sleep calmly. You sleep deeply and calmly. And those who have a pure consciousness, those who are harmless and righteous, and those who are full of compassion and gratitude, sleep calmly and deeply. And the next one is enthusiasm and joy. If you're astrally healthy, then you have joy in everything that you do. So that brings, you have your heart in everything that you do. Which brings joy in the way what you think and what you say and what you do. And when you lose your enthusiasm or joy, it means that your emotional body is passing through a crisis. The next one is, you interpret things in the true light. If your emotional body is healthy, you do not exaggerate or mix things up. You take things as they are and you remain calm. And then, if your emotional body is healthy, you do not absorb the pains, troubles, sorrows, and sufferings of other people and identify with them. This does not mean that you lack compassion, observation, and awareness, but you understand their situations and take the right steps to help them if they need help, and only as much as you can help them. So a healthy emotional body does not draw the unhealthy emotional conditions of others into itself. It keeps a distance. The next one is a beautiful one, which I'm sure anyone wants to do this, that you can turn on or off any emotion that you want. Any emotion, no emotion controls you. You control it. If you're controlled by your emotions and if you're controlled by your imagination, you're not healthy. A healthy person never loses his control over his bodies. The next one is you love beauty, rhythm, and harmony in colors, sound, and movements. So you love the rivers, the forest, the birds, the animals, the nature, the human beings, the animals and the oceans and trees, flowers, everything. You will love them. You will love the beauty of everything that is there in this nature. The last one, to have a emotionally healthy body, is that a person with a healthy emotional body encourages others to achieve and progress. He never discourages people. He always finds a reason to encourage people. And people feel the healthy radiations of his astral body and often receive nourishment from them. So these are some of the signs of emotionally healthy and happy people. Hope you have liked it, and because now we are going into the mental vehicle. And in the mental vehicle, we have 21 major signs of mental health. I hope I am on time, and I hope because I'm not going to take a long time for this one as well. So mental vehicle, we have this 21 major signs, which I'm sure everyone wants to learn. What are these 21 signs of mental health? Then first one is you do not gossip. Is that you do not gossip. And if you like to gossip, there's something wrong, whether you believe it or not. So this thing gradually creates disturbances in the astral and etheric centers and manifests in the physical body as a physical sickness. And gossip channels negative energy, and negative substance increases in the aura and creates various disturbances. So my dear friends, do not involve into this gossip, because it really hampers your your mental body. And the second one is that if you are mentally healthy, you do not have vanity. Vanity, what is vanity? Vanity is a form of self-praise, pretension, egoism, and futility. And people who have vanity try to infect you with their own sickness. They flatter you, praise you, and bribe you. But if your mental body is healthy, it rejects all these attacks and stands in its simplicity and purity. The third one is you're not separative. If you have a healthy mental body, you're not separative. You do not have illusions. Separatism is not encouraged by a mentally healthy person. And this does not mean, however, that you lose your discriminative power and for the sake of unity, you sacrifice your virtues and values. So this is not, you need to have discrimination, but you should not be separative. And we can heal such separative attitude in our mind if we persistently adhere to the thoughts and ideas of synthesis and inclusiveness. Try to create understanding, appreciation, cooperation, and harmony, and forget yourself in the welfare of others. Thus, you may heal yourself from this thing called separatism. The next one is a person with a healthy mental body does not occupy himself with the personal affairs of other people, except when they are socially dangerous and destructive. This sickness of nosiness can grasp a person so strongly that he forgets himself and keeps himself occupied with the trash of the personal lives of other people, nourishing himself with such trash. So, nosiness is an absolute no-no to have a healthy mental body. The next one is a healthy mind can concentrate. A person with a healthy mind can progress steadily because of a strong concentration in his mind. And he can concentrate not only his mind, but also his life toward a high and noble goal and eventually achieve it. So that is when you have a healthy mental body, you can actually concentrate. And when you can concentrate, you will have a healthy mental body. The next one is, if you have a healthy mental body, you can use the power of analysis. You can really analyze an event, a happening, or an expression with clarity, factuality, and pure motives. When you have the power of analysis and discrimination, People cannot brainwash you and make you their slave. You can clearly see their motives and methods and not be trapped by them. The next one is when you're mentally healthy, you have the power to synthesize. You have the power to relate, to harmonize, and to put a common goal in front of seemingly unrelated parts and orient them towards a high goal by which the parts and the whole will benefit. A healthy mental body always sees relationships between everything that exists and uses these relationships to create the wholes. The next one is that these past painful experiences neither trouble you nor control your present or future thinking and actions. A healthy mental body is not controlled by past events but by future visions. A person with a healthy mental body does not perpetuate the wrongs done to him but tries to create future conditions in which past events cannot be rejected anymore. Future events are the result of how and what we do now. So, do not carry your past wounds permanently. Heal your wounds with the power of synthesis and unity. The next one is if you're mentally healthy, you do not fall into the trap of post-hypnotic suggestions. And a weak mental body daily absorbs like a sponge many post-hypnotic suggestions, and the life of the person becomes a mess. The mental body cannot stay awake if it is not healthy. And one of the post-hypnotic suggestions that I can give an example of is that, our parents say when you are in childhood or something, that, if you go out and get drenched in the rain, you will get sick. That is a post-hypnotic suggestion. And there are so many post-hypnotic suggestions that, we come through each and every day. So we need to build our mental body in such a way that we are not trapped in these post-hypnotic suggestions. The next one is a beautiful one. If you have a healthy mental body, you do not have fear. So whenever you see that fear is developing in you, in your mind, immediately give your mind a rest. Do your daily meditation and begin to read inspirational or scientific books. And one of the means to conquer fear is to think about the future, not the chronological future, but the future of achievements, the future of victories, freedom, and beauty. And the next one is you will have a good eyesight for long years to come. And because the eyes not only reflect the health of your body, but they especially reflect the health of your emotional and mental bodies. And people, they often change their eyeglasses when their mental health improves. You can improve the health of your mental body through meditation, right concentration, and right thinking. So this is how our mental body becomes healthy. And the next one is your memory becomes clear. So you have a good memory. And whenever you see that a memory is failing, watch your moral life and especially watch your speech and thinking. The next one is you have the sense of responsibility. If you see people who are living irresponsible lives, do not blame them. Try to heal their minds. And this is how it can be overcome, by treating them and try to healing their minds. And that is how you can bring a sense of responsibility into everybody who escape from their duties and labors and various obligations. And the next sign of a healthy mental body is that it has an innate urge to search, to discover, and to find new ideas, ways, and means to improve life and the environment. A healthy mind tries to find those principles and laws which will bring permanent happiness in the world and make life a path of steady achievement and satisfaction. The next one is if you have a strong and steady urge to serve your fellow human beings and even animals, you have a healthy mental body. And the urge to serve is a great sign And you can even see it in these little children who later reach great heights of creative achievements. And by developing the urge to serve in people, you can cure them of all the things like inertia and mental depression. And then a healthy mind provides those thoughts, ideas, visions, and plans that are beneficial for your physical, emotional, and mental bodies. A healthy mind will not go into bad habits or anything, but it actually creates and provides thoughts and ideas and visions. And a healthy mind always presents to you healthy and pro-survival ideas. That's so beautiful, isn't it, my friends? That is so beautiful to learn and study and to know about all these things and what makes your physical and emotional body and the mental body healthy. And the next one is beautiful, even more beautiful, which is called the creative mind. The creativity of a healthy mind has power, beauty, positivity, optimism, intelligence, and mastery. The creativity of a healthy mind nourishes thousands of people and makes their lives brighter and more beautiful. Creativity of the mind puts all the bodies into harmony and tunes them in with the world of higher visions and forces. Because a healthy mind always makes life a new song or a new symphony. Then we have this factor where he never condemns himself. A person with a healthy mind never condemns himself, my dear friends. On the contrary, he energizes and uplifts himself. And those who condemn and belittle themselves are not mentally healthy. So, do not be the person who condemns himself. Have some self-respect. You need to love yourself. You need to value yourself. You need to respect yourself in order to be mentally healthy, my dear friends. And we have the next one, which is, a person with a healthy mind always knows the right way of teaching others. Right teaching means to allow the students to teach themselves, but meanwhile shows enough love, tolerance, understanding, and forgiveness to encourage striving in them. A true teacher tells you that as you grow, you will have more difficult times and the greater problems will meet you on your path as you advance in your spiritual life. And those who increase their speed will have greater friction with the air. It is true that it is possible to pass beyond the sound barrier, but on the path of discipleship, you face the barrier of light. So, disciple is preparation to face barriers not only on the planetary scale, but also on solar and galactic scales. And we have the last but one sign of an mentally healthy body. The 20th sign is that those who have healthy minds are humble people. Humility is the ability to resign and detach from the images of your false personality or from the false images of yourself. When you destroy your false images or renounce them, you gradually become your true self. And humility is the state of awareness of your true self. Humility is the realization of the self. And the last one, I'm ending the signs of mental health with the last sign, wherein a healthy mind is full of devotion and dedication. So, the contact of the solar angel with the human soul is carried on through three channels. One is sacrificial service, one is labor and creativity, and the third thing is dedication to those who are the embodiments of great ideas, visions, and principles. So, my dear friends, these are the signs of having a physically healthy body, emotionally healthy body, and a mentally healthy body. So, I'll come to the gist of these three. For the physical body, we must have right food, right rest, and right labor. For the emotional or astral body, we must have joy, peacefulness, and right aspiration. For the mental body, we need to have right meditation and clear thoughts, right vision, and right creativity. So when we do this, when we clean our physical, emotional, and mental body, there happens to be becoming a spiritual triad, which we call. So when we are emotionally, physically, and mentally healthy, we go towards the spiritual triad. We build our spiritual triad. From then onwards, we can go and develop our other subtle bodies. This is my message for today. And before I end this, I would like to give another message. I would like everyone to encourage everyone to go for plant-based food. Only have food from plants, trees, and grains and nuts, and nothing else. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Go only for plant-based, only plant-based, because that is where we are. We need to finally become breatharians. So let us evolve into the next step of the right food, as I talked about. So go only plant-based, my dear friends. Only plant-based. Thank you so much. That's my final message to you. Thank you so much for giving me this time, and thank you, and my gratitude to you. Thank you so much.
Wow, it was very, very, very great. You have shown that you are the daughter of a very, very super master. Really, you are a fantastic master. Thank you so much, Parinita, for all that wisdom that you have given us. So now I have to translate into Tamil in a very short manner. So I have to do that because there is a lengthy thing. We don't have enough time. Yes, but anyway, thank you so much for the great enlightenment that you have shown to all of us. You must be present for all the DDYs, and you must also be present for all our functions, okay, in PSSM. That's my what pleasure, I feel. Madam. Yeah, my very, pleasure. Very great. Very, very great. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
And அன்பார்ந்த நேயர்களே, PMC நேயர்களே, உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என் வணக்கம். இப்பொழுது பரிணிதா பத்ரி அவர்கள் எவ்வளவு அழகாக நமக்கு எடுத்து சொன்னார் அல்லவா? நம்முடைய பௌதிக சரீரம், நம்முடைய மென்டல் பாடி, அதாவது மனது என்பது அது உடலாக, மனம் என்ற ஒரு உடல், அது அதன் பின் நம்முடைய உணர்ச்சிகள் சேர்ந்த ஒரு உடல், அதாவது ஆஸ்ட்ரல் பாடி என்று சொல்கிறோம். இந்த 3 உடலையும் நாம் எப்படி காப்பாற்றிக் கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்று முதல் பௌதிக சரீரம் எப்படி வைத்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்று 11 விஷயங்களை சொல்லியிருக்கிறார். அதன் பின் நம்முடைய உணர்ச்சிகள் எல்லாம் எப்படி இருக்க வேண்டும் என்பதற்காக 18 சொல்லியிருக்கிறார். நம் மனம் எப்படி இருக்க வேண்டும் என்று 21 வகையான சமாச்சாரங்களை சொல்லியிருக்கிறார். இவை அனைத்தையும் உங்களுக்கு தமிழாக்கம் செய்து நாம் எல்லாம் இதை உணர்ந்து கொள்ளலாம். ஆழ்ந்து படித்து அதன்படி நடக்கலாம். அதனால் இப்பொழுது நான் விடை பெற்றுக் கொள்கிறேன். ஏனென்றால் அதையெல்லாம் விளக்கி சொல்வதற்கு நேரம் பற்றாக்குறை. அதனால் உங்களுக்கு மறுமுறை உங்களுக்கு எங்களது இதயம் கனிந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறோம் பரிணிதா அவர்களே. தேங்க்யூ so மச்.
PMC நேயர்களுக்கு ஒரு வேண்டுகோள். வீடியோ மூலமாக மேலும் ஆன்மீக தகவல்கள் பெற விரும்பினால் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் எனும் பட்டனை அழுத்தவும். இதை பற்றிய அறிவிப்புகளை அறிய வேண்டுமானால் பெல் எனும் பட்டனை அழுத்தவும்.